Welcome to the Databricks Skill Builder series. We're glad you're here.
Hey everybody, I'm Julian, a Scale Solutions Engineer here at Databricks, and in this video, I'll teach you how to deploy an Azure Databricks workspace using Terraform. For that purpose, we've already created a Terraform script, uploaded it into this repo, so you can just git clone it, run the script, and have your workspace ready to go. Check out the video description. The URL to the repo will be in there. With that said, let's get started. Click on Code, click to copy the repo URL, go to your terminal, change directory to desktop, git clone the repo. I could just open the root folder to a repo, but we have lots of different projects. So first, I'll navigate to the relevant folder path where I have my Terraform script. Change directory, Technical Services Solutions, Workspace Setup, Terraform Examples, Azure. We have 3 different Azure templates available. Private Link Classic, VNet injection with Unity Catalog, VNet injection standalone. I'll go with the second option, Azure VNet injection with Unity Catalog. Hit enter, and I'll open my code editor in here. Close the terminal, this. You can check out, we have the README file here and the Terraform folder with all our Terraform scripts. We'll close the README file. I actually want to go through it on the GitHub page since it's a lot prettier to look at. So navigate to the same folder path. There we go. I recommend you pause the video at this moment, go through the entire README, and then come back, since I'll only explain the basics to deploy the workspace. Okay, let's start with the requirements section. Terraform is installed on your local machine. Let's check that out. On my code editor, I will open a new terminal. You can use a separate one if you want, and just type terraform -- version. You can see it's installed. Azure CLI is installed on your machine. Back to terminal, write az -- version. You can see it's also installed. Azure CLI configured with appropriate credentials. I'll get into this in a little bit later because it's the next section, Authenticate the Azure CLI. So let's just jump into the next requirement, Databricks account initialized. You can see I have my account here. Databricks account admin access. So fun fact, if you have access to the account console, you are already a Databricks admin. You can still make sure by going to user management, type in your username, checking out the roles. You can see I'm account admin. Contributor rights to your Azure subscription. Make sure it's on the subscription level, not on the resource group level. Else, you will face an error message. To search that, go to Azure, type subscription, click the first option, click your relevant subscription name, IAM, view my access. You can see I have the contributor role on the subscription level. When using an existing Metastore, the admin user must have the create external location privilege on the Metastore. Since I'm going to create a new workspace and also a new Metastore, this requirement doesn't apply to me. But if you're planning to create a new workspace with an already existing Metastore, make sure you have this permission here. Before you begin, we are supposed to copy this file here, terraform.tfvars example, same one here, into a new file, terraform.tfvars. You can do it from the UI if you want. I'll do it from the terminal. So I'll do change directory into the Terraform folder, and then copy terraform.tfvars example into Terraform terraform.tfvars. Hit enter, and you can see the new file was created in here. That's because this example file is only a template. You're not really supposed to update it. The new file, this is the one that we are going to update. Next, authenticate the Azure CLI. You can do it either as a user or service principal. I'll do it as a user. So click to copy, paste on terminal, hit enter, choose your work email address or your personal email address, whichever one it is you're using. Choose the correct subscription here. I'm just gonna hit enter because mine is the default one, the one that I'm gonna use. But make sure you're using the correct one if you have multiple subscriptions. If you only have one, then just use that one. Don't worry about it. Keep scrolling down. What this Terraform code does, again, you can pause the video and go through this. Then we have the list of variables. These variables here, you can check out, are the same ones in this file. So here is the description of what is required, what is optional, and what they represent. With that said, let's get started by updating the placeholders. So in Azure configuration, the first one is the tenant ID. Let's go into Azure, type Entra, click Microsoft Entra ID. You can see this is your tenant ID. So click to copy and update it. Azure subscription ID, search bar, subscriptions, first option. I'll click on the name and you can see here is my subscription ID. So click to copy, paste. You can have multiple tags. In this template, you have the owner tag by default. So I'll change it to my own name. Workspace Databricks configuration. Resource group name, I'll call the resource group fully DVX RG, which will be short for Fully Databricks Resource Group. Workspace name, I'll call it Fully DVX Workspace. Admin user has to be the same email that you are using in here. So I'll type Julian Nacho at databricks.com. Root storage name, I'll use the same prefix so we know all the resources belong to the same deployment. So I'll call it fully DBX root storage. Location, this is where you'll deploy your workspace and all the associated resources on Azure. I'll choose East US. Databricks account ID. Here on the Databricks console, click your username and here you have it. Click to copy, paste. Existing Metastore ID. That's another thing you can do. You can just hover your mouse over the variable name and it'll give you a description. For example, here it says the ID of the existing Metastore, leave empty to create new Metastore. Since we want to create a new one, I'll just leave this empty. New Metastore name, we gotta give it one since we are creating a new one from scratch. Fully DVX Metastore. Manage resource group name. This is an optional field. You can give it an explicit name. If not, Azure will give a name automatically. You see a storage account name. I'll just add fully DVX here as the prefix. Catalog name. I'll just keep adding the same prefix. Fully DVX catalog. Fully DVX, you see a storage credential. Fully DVX external location. Finally, this is for classic cluster creation. This is the type of cluster that we're going to create, and it will turn off after 10 minutes of inactivity. Network configuration, VNet resource group name. I'll call it fully dbx VNet RG. This will be the size of the VNet, and this will be the size of both subnets Databricks is going to use. Make sure you save the changes to this file. There we go. And let's go back to the README file, just scroll down, and we're now on the deploy section. If we filled everything correctly, then we just need to copy this command, paste it on the terminal, hit enter. Let's give it a minute. If we filled all the values correctly, we should see a green message. Terraform has been successfully initialized. Now we'll copy and paste the next command, terraform plan. Hit enter to run it. Perfect. We didn't get any error messages, so finally, copy and paste, terraform apply, hit enter. We should get a prompt here asking us if we want to deploy. Do you want to perform these actions? Type yes, hit enter. The deployment typically takes between 10 to 15 minutes. So I'm going to pause the video and come back in a couple minutes once it's ready. See you in a minute. Okay, I'm back. The script just finished running. If you check it out, you should see this workspace URL. And here we have it. If you were to lose this result, you can just run this command here, terraform output workspace URL, and you'll get it back. Anyways, just click on the URL and open it. Continue with Microsoft Entra ID. Let's log in. There you go. Our workspace is ready. You can also check it out from the Databricks account console. If you check on workspaces, it's here, Holy DBX workspace. Also on Azure, if you type Databricks, click on Azure Databricks, search for your workspace by name here. It's also here. So that's pretty much it. We successfully deployed the workspace using Terraform. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section, and thank you for watching the video. Bye-bye.